Number 1, fruits and vegetables. Yeah, don't stick them up your vagina. I know it might be tempting to get out a cucumber or some grapes or experiment with something else, but let me tell you why you shouldn't. And by the way, it's not so much having to do with washing them, although I would hope that if you were planning to do and use cucumbers or something in your vagina, you were gonna wash them. But it's more than that, because even if you wash some fruits and veggies, many of them can still harbor pesticides on them. Yeah, you don't want that to get on the very sensitive skin of your vagina and the tissues of your vagina, which could be irritating. You could have an allergic reaction, all sorts of things. And not only that, let's say you're like, okay, I hear what she's saying. Well, let me get a condom and put on that cucumber and let me give that a shot. I mean, I can understand that logic, but this is the thing. Sometimes fruits and veggies, if you're using like, I don't know, certain types, they might have sharp or hard edges, might break a condom, also might sort of damage or abrade or cause abrasions on the inside lining of your vagina. Like, it's just better to stay away from fruits and vegetables, okay? That's really important. Oh, and the other thing too is, like, if you're dealing with certain things like grapes and stuff like that, you can easily lose them. You know what I'm saying? They could easily get lost, and then you have to go in to see your GYN to have them retrieved, okay? So it's best just to sort of avoid that. The other food, number 2, is whipped cream, okay? In porn and so many other things, oftentimes whipped cream is sort of sexualized in a way that it's thought of as maybe something to be used for foreplay or sexual activities or things like that. The thing about whipped cream, though, is that it's got a lot of sugar, okay? That sugar could predispose you to certain types of infections, vaginal infections. Also could easily sort of change the normal vaginal flora that you have down there, that very protective flora. That means sort of the good bacteria that you have and all the sort of pH balance that you already got going on. You introduce something very sugary down there, and it could be a problem, okay? By the way, you're going to hear me say vaginal flora a lot during this video. Number 3 is garlic. Yeah, garlic is great for cooking. Garlic is amazing for cooking. Garlic is amazing for eating. Garlic is not so great for the vagina, okay? Now, I have heard on the Googler Schmoogler that garlic, people have said that it can fix yeast infections and stuff like that. No. Stay away from the garlic for any infections or anything you have down there. If you think you have an infection down there, by the way, you need to see your gynecologist, see your family practice doctor, etc. Don't put garlic in there, okay? Once again, and I told you I was going to say vaginal flora a lot. This is another situation where your vaginal flora literally could be disrupted, and it could cause more harm than good, meaning predispose you to infection and other problems, all right? Moving on, number 4 is vaginal deodorant. Have you noticed that there's a lot of sort of brands, or like there's an increase in brands advertising like deodorant for your private parts and stuff like that? That stuff can burn. That stuff can burn. We don't need deodorant in our vagina. You probably heard me say the vagina is a self-cleaning oven. That doesn't mean you don't wash the outer lips of the vagina, which is the labia, okay? I recommend washing that with soap and water. By the way, I will link here a video on vaginal odor and what to do if you have vaginal odor and how to wash. Oh, I have a video on how to wash your vagina too. So that's really important. I'll link that as well around here, and also at the end and all that good stuff, okay? So yeah, you can just imagine. Sometimes deodorant burns our underarms. You can only imagine what some vaginal deodorants may do to some of our vaginas. All right, next thing is, along those lines, douching. I have done videos on this. We do not need to douche. No, you don't, okay? Douching is like the squirting of some sort of cleansing substance in your vagina. People do it after or before periods, sex, all sorts of things. By the way, it does not prevent pregnancy. Don't use it, period, okay? The reason why is because, once again, this is another substance that can alter your vaginal flora and just make things go haywire and actually cause more damage than good. I have a video on vaginal douching. I'll link that here. All right, and the last one. Oh! I should have teased this at the beginning of the video to encourage you guys to stay, but hopefully you've stayed with me. Those of you who have stayed with me, you're in for a treat, because this last one, when I was doing research for this segment, I was like, I read this and I was like, electric toothbrushes, y'all. Yes! Some people use electric toothbrushes in their vajayjay. possibly, very likely for like, orgasmic purposes, almost as a vibrator. Electric toothbrushes do vibrate. Okay, I can kind of understand that, but please don't do this. You know why? Because, well, number one, it's a toothbrush. I don't know if these folks are using toothbrushes that they have been using in their mouth, but if they are, you can imagine that there's a risk of sort of bacterial stuff in the toothbrush from your mouth getting into your vagina. We don't want to introduce that, okay? The other thing is you got a vibrating thing in your vagina that was not meant to be in your vagina. It could cause tears, abrasions, damage, and things like that. Stay away from the electric toothbrush. Lots of other things you can put in your vagina. I didn't mention all of them. I mentioned 7. Don't use these 7. And don't, if you're wondering if what you're thinking about should go in your vagina, it's probably best to err on the side of caution and avoid that. I'll do more videos on what should and should not go in the vagina. You let me know. Let me know what you thought about this video. I'm Dr. Jen Caudle, practicing family physician, on-air health expert, and video creator. I do daily videos. Subscribe to my channel here. Go to my Facebook page. Like that as well. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, WhatsApp. You name it, follow me there, and go to my website, drjencaudle.com, to sign up for my free weekly health newsletter. I love you guys. Bye.